For some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a whole season still ahead of us, but it's well worth seeing how the updated power rankings shake out. You see an uptick here, but still in the bottom half of the league.
And when you check out the Supersonics, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got Daniel Gafford. Evan Mobley is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Suggs in at the point guard position. And for the Sonics, Franz Wagner is out there with Smith. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Garland. And it's Wembanyama in at the shooting guard position. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best five. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes, so I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
It's really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Mitchell with it, now defended by Jokic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Smith gets double-teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And it's the Supersonics with the ball. Jokic passes to Smith. Fires for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. We've got 1:13 left in the first. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, Seattle's head coach and I did get the chance to chat. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Suggs, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising, an effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Looking at who's out there now for the Sox. Michael Porter comes in for Franz Wagner. And it's Ben Simmons in for Victor Wembanyama. For 3, Smith traps in the tray. Smith's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Rozier for 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Pass to Jokic. From outside the arc. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Seattle ahead, leading by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Jose Alvarado. Terry Rozier is out there with Williams. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Messi in at the 5. Here's Alvarado. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Mitchell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Here's Rozier. 1:16 left here in the second. Williams up on top. Wide open. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Terry Rozier.
1:02 left in the first half of the game. Here's Porter. And the shot goes in. Porter's got the lead up to 10 now for Seattle.
Well, it's amazing that Porter has already developed a pretty advanced floater game. At his height, it's a real weapon to have that floater in your kit.
So both teams changing it up here. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. No good from Grant.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, he has to connect from there.
Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Inside, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill.
Going inside. Wagner kicks to Porter. Monroe on the wing. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Smith for 3. And it's Suggs with the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. That might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And so it's Seattle, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
They're not applying enough pressure offensively. Very little presence inside. Too much reliance on long jumpers.
Taking a peek now. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Garland is out there with Smith. Then there's Wagner. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Wembanyama in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Smith for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Mitchell passes to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Holds it up there for Mobley. Seattle grabs the miss.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And how about the physicality from Grant, not allowing the close defense to keep him from his shot?
From the baseline. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Supersonics. And Seattle making a change here. Williams is checked in. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago.
defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Wembanyama finds Wagner. Smith scanning the floor. It's good from long range. Smith's got 11 points.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Jokic passes to Smith. Bounce pass Wagner. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Pass to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Over Grant. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the game. And so it's Seattle, headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game.
Come on, fans. It's the
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Cavaliers trail by 7, and so in the game for the Cavaliers, Jalen Suggs is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Evan Mobley. Then there's Grant, and it's Gafford in at the center, locking down the middle. Seattle has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
And Grant's such a versatile player. It can do a little bit of everything, including setting up his teammates.
Garland kicks to Smith. Jokic against Gafford. Fires from the wing. And that one hits back iron. The Cavaliers shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. It's tipped and stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Jokic. It's Jokic inside.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Mitchell left side. A three-pointer off the mark. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Jokic passes to Wagner. Pass to Smith. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now, here's Suggs. Got that one up quick.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Jokic kicks to Smith, and an intentional foul right there.
first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Jokic.
And you know Mobley was in that shooter's head. Evan, as good as they come defensively.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Suggs finds Grant. The layup off target. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
No denying, the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
Timeout, Sonics. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You look at Wagner, I tell you what, when you've got that size and mobility that he has, you can do just about anything you want out there.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. They've led by as much as 10. Back to Jokic. Smith the pass to Williams. From deep, Jokic drills the three-pointer. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Nicola, you asserted impact from the opening tip tonight. What was the key out there?
I mean, it's not just me, it's of course my teammates. I think we opened the game really good in the first quarter, and we just continued to play aggressive, and that's how we won the game.
Well, man, I appreciate your time, and congrats on this win. Enjoy it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, the Cobra.